What's going on, guys? Bank Rubber Games here with more Armored Core 6. Last episode where we left off, we just made our way a little bit more through chapter 3. We also defeated a very tough arena opponent based on Hand of Water that we saw at the end of last playthrough, which is pretty cool, and we unlocked a new weapon after defeating him. We will mess around with that at some point in the near future, but this episode we've actually got a lot of new things in store for us. First thing that is completely new to us, we haven't seen it on previous 2 playthroughs, is a mission at the dam complex that we've seen a couple of times before, and it'll be to destroy 2 top-ranking independent mercenaries. So this should be quite a tough mission, quite fun. But I'll let the mission briefing play out because we haven't seen it before.
We've received a request from the Rubicon Liberation Front. Here's the briefing.
Raven, we have a mission we'd like you to take on. The objective is to defend the Gallia Dam complex in the Bellius region. Arquebus has been stepping up pressure on the Rubiconians while fighting the PCA. They must be laying the groundwork to take effective control over the entire planet. They've dispatched 2 high-ranking independent mercenaries to raid the dam. You'll need to be ready to take on both ACs at once, Astra Crown and Umberox. As you know, we have few cards to play. I hope we can count on you.
It's pretty cool to be working for the Rubicon Liberation Front. We haven't really actually seen that much of them. We've done a few missions for them this playthrough, but it's been a while since we've actually worked directly for them. And these are definitely the ACs that we saw for a little bit of a glimpse in one of the reveal trailers, where the character used assault armor. So that's really cool to be seeing that. But I remember in the trailer there was actually 3 ACs hidden in the fight. So I wonder if they'll have some reinforcements. They're both relatively high-ranking members, as they said, but I remember taking them both down with not too much issue in the arena. Obviously they might be quite a bit tougher in this mission, but I'm thinking we'll try using our glass cannon build, seeing how that works out. Hopefully it should still do a lot of work, but it might be a bit different with the fact that we're facing 2 at the same time, so that might make the fight very challenging for us. And like I said, if they've been made any tougher at all, or maybe even if a 3rd AC does come along to back them up, it might not work out too well for this guy, at which point I might take other setups that are quite good against enemy ACs, like our electrical build. Stun needle launchers build is pretty good just because of how quickly they can stagger targets, but we do have to get in close, which might not be the best depending on how these guys fight. And obviously we've got miniguns that we can take, or maybe our shotgun build, just because again it offers a lot of stagger against AC opponents. We'll start off with our glass cannon build, and hopefully it'll go quite well. Be quite a cool fight for you guys.
Make sure you're ready for this, Raven.
As long as we don't get staggered while we're comboing one of the guys, we should be alright. But if they stagger us, it'll probably be game over.
Main system activating combat.
Potentially a very tough fight in front of us.
Let's get started, Raven.
Quite cool starting from the other side of the dam.
Callsign King has an 89.6% mission success rate. His reputation for finesse is such that he's advertised as the ideal mercenary. Umberox is piloted by Chartreuse, an aggressive bulldozer with unrivaled firepower. Those who've seen her at work call her an unstoppable force. Intercept 2 targets.
You see them fighting off in the distance here. Making short work of the MTs. That's to be expected.
Go take care of the objective, King. I'll clip this one's wings.
Not alone. This is a branch mission. I'll support you.
This isn't right. You're just a Gen 4. You belong in a museum, not me.
It's managed to take one of them down. very quickly there, thankfully. Worked out quite well.
Abandon your AC!
Hopefully this other guy goes down just as quickly. You can see they used a repair kit there.
50%.
Wrong weapon equipped there.
One repair team remaining.
You're strong. Worthy of your
After a little mistake,
AC Aster Crown
managed to take them both down. That went surprisingly well,
Target. Wait.
but I knew there was going to be another AC. Cool that they kept that from the trailer.
Do you read me, Raven? Your imposter must be an impressive pilot to take on the two of them at once. Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
Raven was very difficult last time we faced them, so we still got a tough fight ahead of us. See if we get any more dialogue as well.
Human C4621. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However, we will see if you can do it justice.
No, so far it's pretty similar.
Defeated. Be careful, Raven.
That pilot must be the original owner of your license. I don't think this is a coincidence.
Raven is a symbol of resolve. The will to choose what one fights for. Yes, Raven, I feel it too. This mercenary has potential. Let that man go first.
That was an awesome finish. Didn't work in our favour though.
Won't be easy.
So yeah, let's take this on again. That build worked out quite well. Hopefully we can smooth out those first fights so we have a little bit more health for this last one. But we get a nice checkpoint actually, so that's not an issue. That was such a cool finish, blowing each other up with the pile bunker. Yeah, didn't expect that at all. But now, thankfully, we'll have our repair kits back, so Raven should be a little bit less of a challenge. Yeah, very tough fight first time we fought them. I'm trying to keep a lookout to see if we get any more dialogue related to the story and what they mean to it and what they mean to us, other than just being the people we took their license name from.
Intercept
Oh.
2 targets.
So we have a checkpoint, but we still have to take these guys down again.
There's our mark. Go take care of the objective, King. I'll clip this one's wings.
Not alone. This is a branch mission. I'll support you.
This isn't right.
Let's manage to take that guy down much faster.
Chartreuse, withdraw! Abandon your AC!
AC on rocks destroyed.
Get some of our energy back here while charging in.
50% AP at 30%.
You're strong.
So yeah, it went a little bit better that time,
AC Aster
and
Crown
at least we know
destroyed.
this
Wait.
fight's coming now.
Picking up another AC.
Hopefully we don't blow each other up at this time.
Do you read me, Raven? Augmented human C4621. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However, we will see if you can do it justice.
They are ridiculously aggressive though every time I fought them.
Defeated. Be careful, Raven.
Come on. Almost had you last time.
That pilot must be the original owner of your license. I don't think this is a coincidence.
Don't know why the attack wasn't working there.
AP at
A Raven is a symbol of resolve. And we'll have to choose what one fights for.
Stay focused, Raven.
Completely messed up our attack again.
I feel it too. This mercenary has potential.
No repair kits remaining.
Second time lucky.
Raven, we can still... Alright. We'll watch this one. See where they go on a Raven's wings.
All enemy ACs destroyed. Mission accomplished.
That was an awesome mission. Potentially very tough. Thankfully our setup works quite well for them, and we got quite lucky in destroying the first two targets, especially with the way one of them got pinned in the corner. But we managed to sort of pin both of them in the corner. We did mess up a little bit in the Raven fight. Like I said, I tried using the pile bunker, but for whatever reason it didn't attack. I don't know if yeah, don't know quite know why. But yeah, really cool. It's interesting that in the trailer, in the little glimpse we saw, it was 1 versus 3. So I don't know if originally we had to fight all 3 targets at the same time, or maybe even if you take a long time defeating the first 2 targets, there's a chance that the Raven comes in, so it is 1 versus 3. But yeah, that was awesome. Thankfully our build works quite well against enemy ACs. I don't know what we would have done if it didn't work, but that does progress our log hunt to another level, and looks like we've got another level to go after that. I thought that was going to be the last level, but for that we get a mind beater head, and that's actually made by All Mind, so I imagine that it should be a pretty powerful part.
No new messages.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that mission, in case you couldn't tell.
I've looked into Branch, the independent mercenaries who attacked you. It appears they don't have a fixed membership. Instead, they maintain independence and anonymity with a revolving door of select mercenaries. Now, it seems they've left it to you to champion the free will they stood for. Sooner or later, you'll have to make a choice no one can make for you. When that time comes, I hope I can support you. Raven.
So again, us earning our name in Aya's eyes. Let's check out this head. So you can see the defences aren't the best. They're still a lot better than the part that we had equipped before, but that is, you know, this is one of the, I think it is the lightest weight, or one of the lightest weights parts in the game. The attitude stability is maxed out. The system recovery isn't the best though, so it'll be much more difficult for you to get staggered in comparison to some of the other parts, but you might not recover quite as fast. If you can see in comparison to the head that we already had equipped, you know, the attitude stability isn't much worse on that one. Bearing in mind it is a very lightweight part, but the system recovery is much better. So not as powerful as I thought it'd be. You can see the energy load is very light on it though, which is a downside of the part that we're using. So I guess that's a little bit of a trade-off there. So it might be quite a good part if, you know, if you're struggling for your energy load, stick this on there and you'll probably be able to you know, manage your energy load. Might be something that we mess around with in the future, but for now we're going to head towards our next mission that is completely new to us, and it's another decision mission, which is called Export Denial.
Registration number RB23, Augmented Human, C4621, Raven. All Mind has identified you as a potential asset to the release project. Accordingly, we would like to assign you the following mission. Following the attack on Watchpoint Delta, Rubicon has experienced a series of coral upsurges. Of these, the corporations have seized 1.6% of the estimated total volume. They plan to analyze this coral at their research bases and have initiated an air transport operation. We cannot allow the corporations to interfere with the project. Attack the Yorkin refueling base and destroy as many corporate transports as possible. We are prepared to sacrifice the coral that will be lost upon destruction of the transports. In order to achieve release, we must draw out the full potential of the coral density effect. As such, we have no use for coral that has been orphaned from the main population. Allmind anticipates great things from you.
Raven, if we're to find a way to achieve coral release, we have to take this request.
So you can see Allmind have basically just admitted that they're the ones behind the release project, and a lot of the sort of shady goings on that have happened on this third playthrough that we haven't seen before, and definitely pulling the strings behind the scenes. So that's nice to have a bit of confirmation of that, but I still have a lot of questions, and especially what their actual goal is. You know, it seems like they want a coral convergence, so that's sort of directly opposed to what Handler Water and Syndicala's aims are. I wonder how it, because Aya sounded quite keen for us to take that mission there, so I wonder how it aligns with what Aya's aims are. Obviously we know that those from our first playthrough, but then does that also allude to the fact that she had sort of hidden motivations behind you know, just basically trying to ensure her own survival? So yeah, definitely probably the most interesting playthrough so far in terms of the story. Definitely seems like we're getting more information about the coral and what it actually means, and sort of what its purpose is. But in terms of our build, it seems like we're going to be going up against a lot of air transports, and going to be pushed for time to destroy the targets. So it worked. This build worked out quite well when we did the Rubicon Liberation Front mission, where we had to follow the helicopter, and it was very quick at taking out small targets, and good against the aerial target, the few aerial targets we had to take on there. So give this guy a go and see how it works out for the mission.
Allmind reiterates its gratitude for your favorable response. Kindly commence the operation.
Hopefully get a bit more information to what Allmind's goals are at the end of this mission, or at some point through this mission.
Your objective is to destroy all the coral transports. Mercenary Kate Markson will dispose of any transports that escape the combat zone. Just be aware that she also has her limits.
Enemy attack! 118! They want the coral! Defend the transports!
Take care to remain clear of any coral combustion events that occur.
So one salvo of missiles
We have detected more transports
isn't quite
attempting
enough to take
As
down
well
one
as
of the helicopters. We can quickly sweep in with our machine guns. Finish them off.
It seems you have finished here.
There's one of those coral explosions they
Transport detected
mentioned.
below the cliff. Investigate immediately.
I do think that was going to be a
remaining.
bit short for this mission. Not sure what that is down there.
Enemy AC! It's coming from above!
The Liberation Front?
The Rubicon footprint's burning the coral. Who's behind this?
Multiple targets confirmed. Ensure that you eliminate them all.
We're losing them. Where's our backup?
They never trained me to pilot a PCA machine, pal.
Going to the other side.
A transport has left the combat zone. Kate Markson will handle it. You seem
So we
to
did
have
let one
finished.
escape there,
Continue the mission.
but I very briefly mentioned I very briefly mentioned going to the other side, which is something we've heard before from Father Dolmine, who's the leader of the Rubicon Liberation Front. So that's quite cool. Ties it in quite nicely.
Targets acquired. Multiple transports attempting
We'll have to
breakthrough.
ignore the snipers here.
Damn it. Fine. Just one transport through. Sniper team, cover up!
Raven, use the vertical catapult to move between the upper and lower areas. We can't spend too long on a single target. We need to move fast. Transport activity below.
Not doing so well at avoiding the explosions there.
Supporting. Speed up those transports.
Transport overhead.
There's only one of them!
Thankfully, we've got a lot of ammo on machine guns as well. Downside of getting close is that we do keep running into those explosions though.
Below. Raven, topside.
Been hit hard. Fight back!
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Is that the last of them?
Multiple targets acquired. Dispose of them.
That's a lot of dudes heading our way.
It does not please us to lose the Orton Coral. But when the release project succeeds, their sacrifice will be rewarded.
AP at 50%. No repair kits remaining.
Didn't know the repair kits interrupted that animation.
Right and left hand ammunition at 50%.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed.
Thankfully
Mission
the
accomplished.
map extends out quite far that way.
Human C4621, Raven. Thank you for your contribution. It seems Kate had matters in hand as well. We shall meet again.
Shame we let that one slip. But yeah, it's interesting to know that if you're using a vertical lift and then use your repair kit, it interrupts your launch. So that's definitely something to bear in mind in the future. But yeah, it was a really fun mission. It was like almost like a defense style mission or tower defense mission in the way that it played. But there's plenty to keep us busy. But it was definitely manageable. Like I said, we only let one go. I think that build worked really, really well for that mission. So yeah, really happy with the way that went. And it was obviously cool to get something new. You can see our base pay is pretty decent there, but we also got a lot of bonus pay for defeating all the targets. And then there were those red missile looking things that had coral in them that we could destroy as well. We got some bonus money for that. So I assume there might be some more hidden around the mission, especially in that final bridge area, because you have a little bit of a gap in between the waves. So that might give you a little bit of time to go off and have a little bit of an explore to see if there's anything more waiting for you. But yeah, really fun. Let's see if we get any more story information here.
No new messages.
Raven, there's something that troubles me about Allmind. I've been looking for information on Kate Markson, and there's nothing. Is she another asset to the release project?
Seems like this Kate character is just as much as a mystery to us as it is Aya. So I wonder how they fit into the, in what's going on. Maybe they're a character like Hannah Walter or Syndicala. It's part of a secret group with their own motivations. Maybe they're working with Allmind or for Allmind, or maybe secretly they're working against Allmind and they're trying to stop this release project. Being a bit of a double agent maybe, but we never know. Next mission we're going to be doing is eliminate Honest Brute, but I'll save that for next episode. Also, next episode I think I will take this coral weapon, because it should be a good test for it to see how it performs, because we've got some MT type enemies, we've got a tetrapod in there that we could take down, and then obviously we've got that AC battle right at the end of the mission. That is, of course, unless things have changed, because it is a mission you have to complete every playthrough, so it might have a few changes in store for us. But again, that'll keep us on our toes and be a good test for this coral weapon. Definitely going to see if I can use that fully charged attack. That looked absolutely ridiculous against the enemy AC that we face. Now I'll show it off again here. And because it was awesome when Hannah Walter used it against us, so it'll be nice to be able to use it for ourselves. It doesn't take that long to fully charge as well, but it goes on for what seems like forever. Absolutely made mincemeat of that little MT. Poor guy didn't really stand a chance. Well, it's just a generic weapon, so definitely didn't stand a chance. But yeah, we'll be able to use this next episode. Like I say, I want to test it out against Honest Brute. Should be pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Another slightly shorter episode in comparison to some of the ones we've had recently, but we've got a lot to look forward to next episode. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and enjoyed the series so far. Cool to show off some new things for you guys, and I've really enjoyed both those missions actually. They're really, really fun. Good testing of our builds as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you have enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more, and that way you don't miss anything as well, because like I said, we've got that cool weapon to test out next episode. But I'll catch you guys in the next episode.